Ma'am, you have been a corporate trainer for more than 16 years. You have so much of experience. So I want to ask you, as a corporate trainer, what are the challenges that communication skills trainers face nowadays? Or what are the challenges of communication skills training in 2025?
Oh, the challenge is very, very huge. Communication tools are available, and those tools have grown by leaps and bounds. Right from the beginning, like having a smartphone through which you can send messages. That is, you reach out to many people. Then using AI bots nowadays to transmit messages to a lot of people. Then you can have video conferencing methods to facilitate online meetings, and now work is also remote, right? So all these tools are available. So actually you would think communication skills training is going to be really easy, right?
Yes, but I think this communication is it has become more distant. Like people are meeting only virtually nowadays. You can work remotely, and how do you know that such a person exists? You know, so what is your thought, your input on that?
Absolutely, absolutely right. Actually, it's so ironic. There's so many communication tools, but these are the barriers to communication. Because if you see, everyone is staring at at the phone or at the laptop or working into it, and so there's really no eye contact or any human relationship or personal interaction. It's always through some kind of tool.
Correct.
And so therefore that's a huge challenge.
Actually, that's quite interesting because whenever I get a phone call, I
Yes.
always wonder who the person is on the other side, because it could be a real person or it could be a recorded voice. How would you know?
Exactly. So the
Yeah.
biggest challenge in 2025, and it has been over the past 2-3 years, but it's even more because of AI, because of all these AI interactive voices and whatnot. You really don't know, when you don't know if you're talking to a real human, how safe is the information I'm giving. Is it safe with that person? So really that is one of the biggest challenges, that is trust. How can I communicate with even a colleague or my senior or my junior and know that my information is safe?
It's very scary. It's very scary.
Yeah. And yeah, you've heard of cyber crimes and things like that. So really you don't know what the actual, who you're communicating with. So that creates a lot of distance. Similarly, when you're, now for example, you would have noticed that if you are having a video meeting, video conference through Zoom call or Teams or whatever, sometimes people don't even switch on their video or audio. They're just messaging on the chat. So you don't even know who your colleague is, who's part of your team, where are they sitting. How can I do collaborative work with somebody I don't know at all? I'm not even seen. So these are the challenges today everyone is facing. How to work as a team, because there's no personal interaction.
Yes. And the biggest challenge I face is when I conduct online interviews.
Yes.
I cannot even, it is very difficult for me to reach a decision about the candidate being a right fit to the organization.
Yes.
Because it's only a virtual interview. I don't see the person in front of me. So it's very difficult. Their body language, what they are doing, I can only see a part of their body.
Yes, very important.
Yeah,
Yes.
so it's really challenging nowadays.
Yeah, so my attempt as a corporate trainer, and all of us, we should attempt to bring in humanization and personalization of interactions into our everyday communication. For example, I would always tell any company head or people in leadership roles to please communicate well right to the junior most employee, or to the lowest cadre, because you often find that the management level has access to all these video conferencing methods or a smartphone and all, and sometimes the message does not percolate right through to the bottommost cadre. So then what becomes of your brand value? How will your company progress if you don't take your whole team together and motivate everyone together, right? Then another huge challenge is information overload. That is now through social media, and you get all sorts of alerts, news, even news media you cannot rely on.
Yes.
So there's so much of information. What can anybody do with this kind of information that is coming? We have to filter it. We should learn how to filter it and use what is necessary in our work.
Yes.
And out of that there's a lot of misinformation and disinformation that is something that you really needn't know and may not be true. So how to disseminate relevant information and keep it and use it properly at work, that is also one more huge challenge that we face in 2025.